Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Teach Overseas podcast. My name is Brian Whitman, and I'm the founder of ESL Boards, and I run TESOL Training International and also Internexus San Diego. And today's podcast, we're going to start talking a little bit about the 10 best places to teach abroad in 2021. So the interesting thing is what I usually thought and what I thought last year is China by far is the best place to teach because you simply get a lot of stuff. You get the culture, you get round trip airfare usually. The cost of living is fairly low and you do get a pretty high salary. I mean, it's one of the best places to teach. And if I was available, I definitely would go there and teach in China. I do think that that is one of the best places to teach. And number two, a close second, is South Korea. South Korea tends to be also pretty popular because it's a vibrant city, lots of things going on. English is in high demand in South Korea. They do pay your airfare and accommodation. You're surrounded by a lot of other countries. There's good beaches in Busan, and living in Seoul is always a lot of fun. And number three is, by no surprise, Japan. Japan, I taught in Japan for about 2.5 years in Hiroshima, and it was a great experience. It has a lot of natural beauty, dramatic landscapes. It has a lot of interesting things to do. I love the culture, but the problem is that you don't really make a lot of money there. You make about the same that you would do here in the States or in Canada and things like that. So, but you still make a pretty good salary to live. So you do make some. Yeah. And number four is Vietnam. Vietnam is quite lush of dramatic landscapes. It's a very relaxed culture. It attracts lots and lots of tourists. Vietnam is definitely one of the best destinations. I've only went there to eat. I haven't taught there, but I have got a lot of feedback that this is number four. Number five, which is also no surprise, is Thailand. Thailand is one of the most popular destinations to teach English overseas. Normally, millions of tourists flock to Thailand each year and things like that. Dramatic landscape, rich culture, fun activities, lots and lots of things. But pretty soon it's going to open up after COVID. The problem is you don't make a whole lot of money in Thailand, but small money goes a really long way there. So this is also, it has a more relaxed working culture. So that is Thailand. And number six, which is a place that I taught for about 9 months, is Taiwan. Taiwan has becoming more and more popular for English teachers with similar working culture that in China and South Korea and even Japan. It's incredibly rewarding. It's a kind of a small country. There's a low cost of living. There's a lot of fun things to do. So they also was the first country to legalize gay marriage, which is kind of an interesting fun fact. And number seven is Spain. Spain is by far one of the most popular destinations to teach in Europe, but it is hard for Americans and Canadians to get a work visa. But if you are British or Irish or from the European countries, it's much, much easier. You can find some Spanish government agencies to help you get a position, North American to get a position somewhere, but it is quite a little bit of a work to get a work visa. The second one, or number 8, is France. France has always been on my top list. I've always wanted to live in France, but it really is hard to get the EU visa in order to work in France. So usually you'll see a lot of Irish and British citizens, but Americans tend to have a hard time getting their work visas. But you can work such as an au pair or other teaching jobs. You can find ways to stay there. But France is number 8. Number 9 is the UAE, United Arab Emirates. This is a wonderful place. You make really good money. It has lots of benefits. It's really awesome to teach there as an English teacher, but you'll need to work a little bit harder than just getting your TESOL or TEFL certification and your degree. You definitely have to have a little bit higher education. It is a little bit challenging and there is a lot of competition, but the United Arab Emirates is number 9. And finally, number 10 is the Czech Republic. I think it's because it's lots of nightclubs, lots of fun things to do all the time, is a strong consideration in Europe. It is easier to get a work visa in the Czech Republic than it is in Spain or in France. The if you get a chance to go to the Czech Republic, I'm positive that Prague will steal your heart. You'll love it there. I'm positive. So anyway, guys, I hope that you do decide to teach abroad in 2021 or 2022. My name is Brian Whitman, and I run ESL Boards and TESOL Training International, and also run the small language school here in San Diego called Internexus. I'll see you, hear from you guys next week. I'll have my podcast. But if you need to contact me, just go to ESLBoards.com and you can use Andy app, and then you can contact me anytime. So thank you so much and have an awesome travels.